So Misty tongue flicks, whale eye, and she does a little tooth display also, which is kind of cool. But you'll see it first at like regular speed, and then she slows it. Oops. Tongue flick. Whale eye.
Oh, big whale eye.
Look at that. Look. So cool.
Yes.
Now, I think she'll go into slow-mo right here. At first, I was like, what's wrong with my computer? Tongue flick. Look at that.
Yes.
This is the coolest stuff ever. Little puckered face. The corners of her mouth are really forward. It's hard to see, but it's really forward. Eyes.
And the ear back over there.
Yes. Oh, I wish they showed the tooth display. I thought she showed that slow mo, but she didn't. But that was so cool to see that, just to see it in slow motion and stuff. And people miss that. They're licking the lips or the yawn or the head turn or the eye or side eye. And those are those.
Or the ears back and the hair up. People miss so many. Like, they're giving you so many signals before anything ever happens.
Right?
Anything. Like, it's so easy to read if you pay attention. Like, if you ignore that, then yes, that could lead to a bad situation. But if you catch the cues, you could stop the situation before it even happens.
Exactly. People do miss so much, or they just think it's something else, or like I said, they just sort of like, but the tail was wagging.
Right. Well, and I think a lot of the problems today are most people are like, oh, I'll take my dog on a walk and not pay attention to him and have my phone in my face the whole time, and then be wondering what happened when something happens. Well, you weren't aware of any of your surroundings, so you had no way of knowing what your dog was doing.
So when we went to meet Love, we met. There's a dog park, which we weren't going to go into because I hate dog parks, but it was like just a bigger area. So we met in the parking lot, and there wasn't really anybody around. It was like good time to go. And and then I was like, all right, why don't you guys just go walk over there so I can just watch and see? Because I'm like, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to take this dog because she might be so freaked out. So they were across, and then I went over and we're chit-chatting, and all of a sudden it's like, here come everybody's decided it's time to go to the dog park. I was like, shit.
Right.
So one guy comes in, and you could hear the dog barking, windows rolled, right? Gets out. I was like, this is stereotypical old dude with a pit bull, probably has her on a chain. No shit, he had a chain leash. I heard it. I was like, get out of here.
Oh my gosh, no way.
He's coming over. We're like maybe 50 feet away. He parks. We're all the way over by like the little section and where the parking spots are, but where it's like the grass area where the trees and stuff in the middle. And he's like, hey, she wants to come over to say hi. His dog is like forward, ears forward. I'm like, no, we're good, thanks. Oh, okay. I was like, but really, thanks for asking. That was very cool because most people don't, and they just assume. But I was like, holy crap. And then the next one came. The next small car comes in. They're listening to some like really good like reggaeton, right? Coming in. And I'm like, chihuahuas. Maybe chihuahuas. Two small dogs come out. No leashes. Run straight. This is all stereotypical stuff, right? Run straight. No leashes. And then the pit bull who went in, that was a pit bull. No shade on pit bulls, as you know, obviously.
I love them, so
do I. As soon as Tony is like 75% pit bull. when he went into the park with that dog, all you heard was both the dogs in there, and then they kind of settled, but that was the initial thing. So I'm like, holy crap. And then somebody else came, and then I'm like, okay, I think we should leave now. And we were just in the parking lot.
Oh man.
I mean,
That's
forget
crazy.
about going to inside or anywhere near it. It was like probably a good 100 yards or more away from us, but all this action was going on, all this body language, all the reasons why, like 931 number reason not to go to a dog park.
Right. Well, when I was in Colorado, on Pupcation, Peach and Hunk and I were going and exploring everywhere. So we weren't in a dog park, but we were on a lot of hiking trails where there were other dogs. And a lot of these dogs were giving big cues that, like, they were trying to rush towards Hunk and Peach. Like, they were giving cues like, I don't want to friendly meet you. I want to check your dog out and jump your dog. And so someone asked me, oh, can my dog meet your dogs? And I was like, no, they're not friendly.
Yeah.
Like, Hunk and Peach are the friendliest ever. But I saw that your dog did 3 different things that I did not like. And instead of being rude and telling you your dog is a jerk about to try and jack my dogs up, I'm just going to nicely say my dogs aren't friendly.
Yeah, my dog's a jerk. So,
and she goes, oh, your dogs aren't? And I was like, no, that's why they're on a leash, and that's why I pulled myself off the trail so you could pass, because I don't want them to walk by dogs that we don't know, that give me cues that look like it might not end well for anyone, because Hunk and Peach aren't fighters. Peach has been attacked by my daughter's dog, and she does not fight back.
Yeah.
So I don't want your dog attacking my dog, and I'm going to protect my dog.
100.
So there was also another guy on the same trail, and I see up above, he's got one of those, oh gosh, what are those great big, giant, fluffy, like sheep looking dogs? Like it starts with a B. I can't can't remember what it's called. It's like I don't know. I don't know the word of it, but it was a big fluffy dog, big, like huge, way bigger than Hunk and Peach, and he's not on a leash. And
a herding dog?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Well, he wasn't a herding dog. He was a jerk dog, and he wasn't on a leash. So I stopped and I yelled at the owners. I was like, "Can you put your dog on a leash?" And they ignored me. And I knew this dog was going to try something, and he darted and lunged for Hunk. And so I like turned around and I blocked, and I was like, get your dog now. Mm-hmm. Your dog is trying to attack my dogs. And he's like, oh, sorry. Grabbed him and held him, did not put him on a leash so that we could pass. On my way back, same dog, off a leash, standing there in my way. And I yelled at one of the kids that was around, and I was like, can you please have your parents put that dog on the leash? Yep. Like, I cannot pass here and let that dog attack my dogs.
Yeah.
And so they got him on a leash. I was like, they were like, okay. And I was like, no, is he on a leash? Not just you holding him. Right. Is he on a leash? Yeah. I don't trust you to hold your dog that's huge back if he wants to come at my dogs. And I'm just like, why do some people just don't have awareness of how dangerous they're putting other people's dogs in if their dog is not trained? And they're like, oh, well, he doesn't run off. I don't care if he doesn't run off. Mm-hmm. If he's not nice to other dogs, you got to be aware of that.
That's right. And it is such a huge problem. And yes. I think that's where the whole body language piece comes in, where you're, like you said, people miss these subtle cues that are happening and what our dogs are telling us. They tell us so much, and either we're ignoring them, just blatantly ignoring them, or we just don't know, which is totally cool, but please be open to learning about your dog's body language. And, or there's like, people just are like, whatever. It doesn't mean that. It looks good to me. Oh, look, they're doing this. I mean, how many videos have you seen where it's this one dude in particular, he's got a Rottweiler, and he's like goes up to his face
and he growls in his face.
And they're like, oh, my Rottweiler always. And I'm like, please, come on. Okay, listen.
Yeah.
I had a Rottweiler, and I've trained lots of Rottweilers and volunteered with Rottweiler rescue and stuff, and they don't do that unless
Right.
you're aggressive.
That
Period. And you're
that
pissing them
behavior was
off.
provoked. That is
Yes,
provoked behavior. The dog
yes,
may not be biting you, but he doesn't like what you're doing, or he wouldn't be doing that.
right.
You are stressing him out, and he has great restraint because he hasn't ripped that guy's face off yet. Like, it's not okay. And I think a lot of people sometimes also like to put human emotions and human beliefs with the dogs. Like, oh, you shouldn't let Hunk do that because he's being mean to them.
Mhm.
No, he's not being mean to them.
Right.
He's helping to teach them, but
Yeah.
like they're like, I wouldn't like it if you yelled at my baby. Yeah, because humans, we don't yell at
I'm not a
babies.
human, right?
Right.
Yeah, like,
My
I mean,
dog
he's not
and
a
my
human,
puppies, yeah, they're not humans. That
right?
this is how the dogs teach the young ones. Humans, different ways.
Yeah,
Like, come on, we're not the same. I don't throw, like, if I was a monkey, I wouldn't throw a banana at my monkey baby, but I'm
right.
not a monkey. So I don't know if that's how they discipline them.
Exactly. Like, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't.
Yeah.
How do you discipline your
I like,
monkey baby? Yeah,
right. Like, I haven't observed monkeys enough to know what their communication is like,
right.
but I feel like if they want to throw a banana, cool, they can. That's on them.
Yeah,
Their kids will learn some way. I mean, evolution has been going on for a long time.
long
People,
time.
what did we do before dogs were living in homes and people were training them to do all these things?
I
How
think
did they
people back in
survive?
the day were normal
Right?
about it. I mean,
Yes.
even back like even like I don't know, back maybe even just 50 years ago or 100 years ago, it was like, people were feeding their dogs like their scraps, and their scraps were healthy scraps. And,
Right.
you know, Tammy, my partner's dad, his family owned a chicken farm and a dairy, and they would feed the dogs and the cats the raw chicken wings. And his whole thing, and they lived very close to Buffalo in New York, and he's like,
Mhm.
I can't believe we used to throw wings away and now they're like this big thing. We used to
Yeah.
throw them to the dogs. So there's that change in evolution and the way dogs slowly became more and more into our lives and stuff. And then I don't know what the hell happened, but then we started dressing them, and we
Hey,
started.
I'm guilty. And I
No,
will, and I
I
don't
well,
care.
I just showed you a picture of
Yeah.
him in a jacket.
I don't care. I'm dressing mine. They get cold. It's cold
They
outside.
do. They
And they really
do.
do get, like, Hunk will shiver. That is a sign that he is cold. He's
Hello,
not
right?
scared. He's
He's
cold. I can
cold.
read that. Look, I read his body language and I was like, you're shivering. You're cold. Here's
My
a
dog is
jacket.
cold. See
But
dog cold,
yeah,
cold dog cold,
right.
shiver dog.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, now I will say my daughter will put a sweater on her dog and I'm like, it's 80 degrees. Do not take that off, that you're going to overheat your dog. Like, there's a time and a place for it. You have to know when the dog needs it versus when you're just doing it for it to be cute.
Exactly. It's funny. It really is funny. But yeah, I mean the evolution of what we've done, and
Yeah.
how we just put our human emotions and anthropomorphize them to the
Yes.
ninth, 10th,
It's
11th,
crazy.
12th degree
Right.
is off the hook. And
Right.
it's like if you can just step back and listen and look and be like, okay, kind of objectively, and not put your human emotions on the dog, then you can see that being and that animal in their, like, how they're supposed to be. And that dog with that video with the growling and everything, it's like the restraint, like you said, the restraint is amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah. I
That
mean,
shows.
that dog, yeah, I don't know how that dog does that, but
And I don't know how long it's going to keep doing that. He
right.
might keep
I
doing
mean, the
it.
guy is very lucky and he obviously trusts his dog, or he wouldn't be doing it. But I think don't push it, buddy. Like,
No, right.
I get it,
Yeah.
but don't push it. Just like that's the same for Hunk. I don't push it. If he looks stressed or irritated, we're done. Or if there's a day where Hunk's just not feeling like going downstairs and
Yeah.
doesn't want to, I'm not going to force it because I don't want to put him in a situation that is going to endanger my puppies because he may react off, like he may have an off day. Everybody has an off day. And if he's out of character that day, I'm not going to jeopardize my puppy's safety for it just to take a video. Like that is not happening.
No.
I took the puppies so that I could foster them and find them homes, not injure them. Although, sorry about the boop off the stairs. That was an accident. Peach did not know how hard her boop was. She did not mean to push it down the stairs.
When I saw that puppy, I was like, oh my God, poor Chrissy's going to hear all kinds of bullshit about this
my
freaking
God.
puppy and Peach and how everything's so bad.
Those comments had me dying. Like before I had even started reading them, my daughter was texting me like, Mom, the comments on this video are hilarious. And somebody's like, did she just yeet that puppy down the stairs? And then people are screenshotting the frozen image of it mid-fall. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to get so roasted on this one. This is bad. But I thought it was funny because like she warned that puppy multiple times to go. She booped it over and over, booped multiple times and said, listen, go. And then that final boop was like, get in, listen, let me help you down the stairs. Like there were so many chances that the puppy could have taken her cue.
So many. And I'm going to go to your page while you keep talking because I'm not going to show that one necessarily, but I do want to show the booping that she does.
Yes.
The cuteness of it.
It's a lot of times it's to say hi. That's how she gets excited and she says hi with a nose boop. But when she wants them to do something, that's when she actually, like when she tap, 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 boop, she's not really touching their face when she's downstairs doing that. She barely makes contact. She's just like greeting them like, hey, I'm here, I'm in your face.
Yeah.
But when she's on the stairs, she is touching their face every time and booping with some force because she's like, you're not allowed down here. And I think she doesn't like it when Hunk tells him what to do. So she's like extra boopy about it because she's like, he'll growl at you. I'm going to tell you before he tells you.
Yeah, I think this.
And I'm like, Peach, Hunk's never thrown any puppies down the stairs, girl. Calm down.
She's like, I was an accident, okay?
Right. So somebody commented like, why would you just be recording and not checking to see if the puppy was okay? And I thought to myself, I should comment and be like, if the puppy was injured, I wouldn't have posted this.
I mean, what the hell?
If I post something that I know could be controversial, like anytime I post a Hunk video, if I post it, I know it's going to be controversial. But if I post something that's going to be controversial, I'm not going to post it unless the outcome was fine. Like, I'm not going to post this and have you come kill me in the comments and then find out, oh yeah, that puppy was really injured and hurt itself. Like, no, the puppy was fine. I could see it was fine before I even stopped the video because it got up and it walked away and did not do anything. Was not hurt.
No, I mean, you're not like National Geographic where the videographer is filming the gazelle getting killed by the
by the lion,
and you're like, well, this is nature.
Right. This is
everything will be all right.
This is nature. The puppies are learning to walk up the stairs. They need to not be up the stairs. They're learning how to get down the stairs quickly.
Very quickly.